Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? I want to thank the person that just sent me this out. There's something I need to share with you guys. We have to wake up and see the agenda, what's happening, and the verdict and all that has happened to Robert. It ain't over, guys. It ain't over. There's a lot of things that's going on, and I'm gonna play this clip. This is from Dana X. I don't know if you guys know of her, but she speaks of what's happening in for us to be awake, as a people. And it's just not. Listen, travel the world. I'm not interested in negativity about what people saying about me. So I'm totally ignoring that kind of stuff. I said yesterday, let's not concentrate on stuff that doesn't mean have any relevance. Okay, I know who I am. I know what I've done. I know what I didn't do. So please don't put that kind of comment in this page because I could care less what anybody says. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and I just have to be serious about this kind of stuff because we're wasting time. We're wasting energy. You guys know I didn't get no attorney. You guys know I never said I was a member of Robert's family. So yeah, guys, stop. Let's not listen to the negativity. Okay, we gotta stick to what's important. Okay, and this message here I'm about to play, you guys gonna understand what's going on. Okay, and let's stay away from the stuff that doesn't mean anything. This man's life is on hand. And you notice there is somebody just put out a rumor about him turning on, telling on all these celebrities. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's a propaganda. It's something that's trying to be spewed, and they're trying to get Mr. Kelly hurt, okay? Yeah, I'm still talking. You can't hear me, Lachey? You probably need to go out and come back in. All right, here it is. I'm going to play for this to you guys, okay? I hope you guys can hear this. This is very important. This is a message that needs to be heard, okay? You didn't miss anything, B Sizzle. I'm just no, it's okay, travel the world. It's okay. You just got to listen, okay? And we got to wake up, people. Wake up and find out, see what's happening, okay? You have a woman who has never been to one court. You don't never see her face, but then you want to trust her word. Something must be wrong with you guys, seriously. Something must be wrong that you're trying to hang on to anything because they did what they did in court. Now you want to find something to blame, okay? We just got to wake up, people. Wake up. And this message here that I'm about to play is going to explain a lot of things of what's happening, okay? Just listen up, people.
Thank you for tuning in, hitting the subscribe, the thumbs, and leaving a comment. I want to give a special shout out to Angie Wellington, who in the whole year plus that I haven't posted anything to YouTube, she diligently sent me information on RKelly. She encouraged me to come back to YouTube. And no matter how many times I said to her,
shout out to Dana X. This is Dana's X.
I'm working on a commentary. I'm going to have it posted. And then I would not post it. She still did not turn her back on me. She still supported me. And I just want to say you are appreciated, Angie. Even with this commentary, I tried to get it out before the R. Kelly verdict. Many people shed tears on hearing that guilty verdict, including myself, even though I suspected the verdict would come back guilty. Every witness for the prosecutor couldn't keep their lies straight, and the verdict still came back guilty. Only if you had some faith in the justice system could this verdict surprise you. Only if you thought this was about justice could the verdict surprise you. I cried because, again, it is confirmed. It was confirmation. We don't live under a system of justice, but a system of white supremacy. And it has corrupted the minds of many of its most oppressed people to the point they don't even recognize the injustice, abuse, and oppression when it is done in plain sight. And it hurts that this stinking, rotten system of white supremacy is controlling the mind of the masses simply because people allow its media to be their leadership. And I'm not blaming the masses for the guilty verdict. Right now, there's some simpleton saying, this don't have nothing to do with white supremacy. You can't blame everything on white supremacy. It's about R. Kelly being a sexual predator and putting an end to the abuse of black women and children. It's almost pointless to discuss anything, especially social issues, with people who get all of their information from CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, Fox, or any of their affiliates. People that use those sources as their main source of information, those people are strongly deluded. These are the people that when you bring them undeniable truth, they reject it. No. Well, such and such. And they stay with the lie. Their minds have been corrupt. And this is what the Bible refers to as a reprobate mind. The enemy comes to undermine your mind. So you have to ask questions. You always need to ask questions. Why was the United States versus R. Kelly trial closed to the public? Not allowing cameras inside the courtroom of such a sensationalized case is some bull. The media forced this story on you. They used two highly publicized mock documentaries, followed by a highly publicized three-part interview, to provoke public interest and outbursts. R. Kelly was made the topic of nationally syndicated talk shows. The Dr. Oz show was even used to take advantage of their reach. The media flamed the fire. Gayle King received accolades for successfully playing her part in the takedown. She was on the cover of magazines. She made the talk show rounds to discuss the interview and create more opportunities to replay the clips. The producers and the women paid to play the victims in the Surviving R. Kelly miniseries received awards on nationally televised award shows. This move to have this trial, the United States versus R. Kelly trial, closed to the public, it seems unusual. The jurors are the only members of the public allowed in the courtroom. Okay, yeah, COVID. No cameras in the courtroom. George Floyd's murderer's trial made court TV. Why didn't this trial? The accusations against R. Kelly received much more media attention for much longer time than the police officer who left his knee on a man's neck for 8 minutes. So if you hadn't gotten a clue yet that this whole R. Kelly fiasco was a racket, this trial not being open to the public should have tipped you off. It's obvious they are trying to keep something from you. And this is the enemy at work. No cameras means the United States Department of Media, also known as corporate media, has the upper hand. They can continue to tell you what they want you to know and cover up what they don't want you to know. The government accused R. Kelly of running a criminal enterprise with the help of his employees to recruit underage girls for pornography and cross state lines to do it. They charged him with the Mann Act. The transcripts show that the government offers no evidence to prove their case. Shout out to the people reading and posting the transcripts. The reader may have used theatrics that portray the characters speaking and behaving totally opposite of how it happened in court. Their tone might have reflected their interpretation of what they thought was happening or what they were reading. But at the end, you still hear what was actually said in court. Looking at the transcripts, witnesses for the prosecution come off like disgruntled employees and hanger-ons that are griping because their meal ticket has come to an end. They don't sound like people who endured or witnessed any abuse from R. Kelly. Their testimonies seem to be aiding the defense. Even one of the brothers, the brother of Azriel Clary, another woman that flip-flopped between R. Kelly treated her so good to being abused by R. Kelly. He even noticed that the witnesses weren't helping the case and posted to social media. This is his words. I'm convinced some of the fans or feds, they being knowing all the facts beforehand. Each witness for the prosecution had their lies easily exposed, scrambled to keep their story straight, and admitted to lying. Corporate media didn't report any of that. In fact, they gave little, if any, attention to how the allegations were holding up in court. They did give a lot of attention to the allegations and presented them as fact, like stating Jerronda Pace was only 16 when Mr. Kelly began having sex with her. Says who? There's no allegedly. We're just supposed to take the word of Pace, the confirmed liar and schemer. It's interesting how seldom the word allegedly is used when stating the allegations against R. Kelly. Anytime this same media cited the accusations against the most notorious predator of the 21st century, Harvey Weinstein, it was presented or followed with allegedly. Corporate media coverage of this trial was pretty much a repeat of what they've been telling you since they brought the story out. R. Kelly is always featured as the disgraced R&B superstar, R&B being code word for black. They reference his 2008 trial to reinforce that this is not the first time he has been accused of degenerate sexual behavior. And this is where they keep repeating that he was acquitted for child pornography in 2008. People wouldn't take the stand. He was acquitted because the victim declined to testify, or they'll say the girl on the tape was unidentifiable, although 14 witnesses said it was her. And this information is misleading and it's inaccurate because the case fell apart because the unidentifiable girl and her parents testified in front of a grand jury that it wasn't her. Try to find any articles with that information from the actual 2008 trial, and you're going to see that it is buried deeply under the last 4 years worth of articles about the current trial. And it's just, they just mention the past trial. So finding, you're going to have to dig for the actual articles from the 2008 trial. So the media is telling you what they want you to know, that R. Kelly is guilty, despicable, and dismissed. They are getting the message across by still magnifying the accusations and providing misleading and inaccurate information so that they can vilify and discredit him. The New York Times ran an article, Why R. Kelly's Trial is Captivating Audiences Online. And so then what they're really doing is they promote the two channels that align with their narrative of that nasty old dirty guilty R. Kelly. So those are the channels that they highlight. And it's another example of how biased the media is. Malicious Conspiracy, a YouTube channel, is captivating audiences online. Truth Media, another YouTube channel, is captivating audiences online. They both have more subscribers than one of the channels spotlighted by the Times, and they are doing a magnificent job of bringing relevant facts, sans a bunch of opinion and interruption. It's true journalism. But the New York Times won't bring public attention to Malicious Conspiracy and Truth Media because these channels do a great job disproving their narrative. This article also is targeting Black people. It's targeted to a Black audience. And so look at where they're directing the Black audience to go, to gossipy channels. They're not targeting you to excellence. Corporate media encourages Black people to prioritize entertainment. And here, this is where the Black people are. You need to be here. Just keep gossiping and being in the know about the latest celebrity gossip. And we'll keep building and controlling everything. And that is how the propaganda arm of white supremacy works. They pick and choose what words and images will be used to stare what you focus on. Then they present it to you over and over and over again, even if it isn't true. All for the sole purpose of provoking public interest and frenzy. And this is exactly how they were able to get the public to fear coronavirus. People rationalized their fears because of what was said, not because it was true. They ignored evidence before them and just went with what they kept hearing on the media. And this is the art of mind shaping. This is what they're here for. And we have to stop being so gullible. Never believe a media apparatus that has a vested interest in lying to you. So again, you have to ask questions. Why did the media go so hard to destroy R. Kelly's image, overstating the allegations, never giving him the benefit of the doubt, presenting the allegations as fact? Why do they keep bringing your attention to decade-old accusations that can't be proven? Because they were covering up the fact that what we were witnessing all along was fraud, extortion, a shakedown, a setup, a misrepresentation, and a farce. The government knew that there was no case against R. Kelly all along. It was never about Me Too and Time's Up. It was never about pedophilia or abuse of Black women being ignored. It was always about the system aiding big business. This is white supremacy 86ing his assets. R. Kelly sat in jail for 2 years, although he was never found guilty, nor was a flight risk. Why? Even during the height of COVID, he was denied release, although they claim COVID had hit the Black community harder. But Michael Avenatti, convicted felon who broke an oath of office to uphold the law and used his position as a lawyer and his position with the media to extort, rob, and steal from people, he was released because of COVID fears, while R. Kelly sat in jail innocent. Because by law, you are innocent until proven guilty, unless you're a Black man that they decide to take down. Shout out Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, O.J. Simpson, R. Kelly, Louis Farrakhan, and Marion Barry. They have him in jail to stop his bankroll, to obtain his bread, lawyer fees, all that. They were maybe even hoping that he would die. No money, he can't fight the label for his music, for his publishing. He can't sell tickets to performances. He can't make appearances, and he'll have no money to fight Sony. The parents of Clary and Savage that were trying to extort money, they just happen to be pieces on the chessboard without even knowing it. When the Savages first came on the scene with their kidnapping accusations, everybody knew they were full of it. It was a joke, and it looks silly to us. A year or two later, corporate media conveniently swept in and took control of the narrative. And here comes a Surviving R. Kelly miniseries. Just follow the money. No, they don't want you to do that. They want you to follow has-been broads, 20-year-old rumors, and the vultures like Gloria Allred that are always ready, willing, and able to play her part in the takedown. Dick Gregory told us, it is important where you get your information from. Right after Kim Fox led an open casting call for victims to come forward, TBA, being right on point as usual, explained this is not about truth. This is not about right or wrong. This is about liquidating his assets and destroying his wealth. He told us that they were going to drown him in lawsuits and would try to get lawsuits in several states in jurisdictions where they lifted the statute of limitations on sexual offenses. That they'll get the states to come after him so it doesn't cost the accusers any money. And it doesn't cost Sony money, but it does cost R. Kelly money. And no matter what happens in criminal court, they will come back in civil court. And it all played out exactly how he said it would. I was able to find the holes in the media story by knowing what to look out for and having a different understanding of what's really going on. People that don't understand how corporate media functions or don't know that corporate media is not here to inform you, but instead to instill ideas in your head, don't understand how diabolical they are. Media is there to handicap and sabotage us. It cannot be trusted. TV and social media are used to shape how we think. The more we can watch with a critical eye, the more we can make sure to avoid being easily indoctrinated by the noxious media. Corporate media or any other institution of white supremacy is not bringing something for our benefit. Everything they do is to weaken us. Corporate media is dishonest. Look, Don Lemon telling you the jab they are pushing is like every other vax. That's a lie. It is not. It is an mRNA technology unlike any vax ever made. Corporate media does not bring information that serves the best interest of the people. Politicians told you to listen to the science, while the media and internet billionaires censored and shut down uncompromised scientists and doctors that were presenting you with the science. The government and its compliant media are censoring fact based conversation. They want mass mind control and total, uninterrupted dominion. So it's time for corporate media's legitimacy to be destroyed. And that's why I applaud Kwame Brown for fearlessly calling out media propaganda, the mudslingers and so called intellectuals that are selling their people out for a paycheck, and us, the people, for letting them get away with it. So we need people like him with a firmly fixed moral sense to speak up against the belittlers in journalism, pop culture, and the academic community who've been aiding and abetting the ruling society to corrupt your mind and empty your pockets. Boldness is a lost trait today. There's a whole bunch of punks who apologize for being right and too many cowards censoring themselves because they're scared to get canceled. They come out and say one thing, next thing you know, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. No. So they won't take a stance for the truth or what they believe because all that matters to them is what benefit they'll get or what clique they run in. They are scared of social rejection. They're scared of being blackballed. And the few people that do go against the dominant narrative, they pay a high price because nobody openly stands with them. The fear of the smear has led to widespread moral wimpiness. And that's the method, the influence, the say-so that's used to ostracize O.J. Simpson, Bill Cosby, RKelly. It's that gutlessness to stand alone that fuels the power that's being used to accelerate the normalization of same-gender sex, transgenderism in children, or period, and the sexualization of children. I think Dr. King said, our lives begin to end when we are silent about things that matter. Yeah, I salute Kwame Brown for not being silent and going on a constant crusade to crush media's puppets. People that have a problem with what he's doing or complain that he is doing the same thing he complains about when he goes on in on someone, or people that ask, what does he bring to the table except jokes? He just says the same things over and over. Those people seem to fit in the category of a reprobate mind. The jokes are wonderful. He's dishing it out in a manner that many can swallow. It's just so funny how people who are constantly making jokes or cracking on people that are negative, that sway you in the direction that corporate media sways you in, you don't have anything to say about them because the same people that, yeah, he's talking about, this is what they do. Yeah. So, the jokes, they're pretty good. Like I said, is dishing it out in a manner that many people can swallow. And some things must be talked about over and over. Sometimes you have to be redundant to make it stick. White media, they'll tell you the same story every day for years. And you listen to it and you say nothing. And you come back to them and hear it again. But then you want to be mad at Kwame for staying on topic for a week. As far as what he brings to the table, I'd say a whole lot more than your local news station does. Pretending and fakeness is accepted and encouraged in society. And because of that, it's so easy to lose sight of what's true to your heart. You got people thinking things hold more importance than they do. You got little girls out here wanting to get breast and butt implants because they think that this is what they need to succeed in life. Not just little girls, like grown women. Kwame Brown promotes asking questions, focusing on what matters to you, cooperation, wealth building, being connected to something, enjoying your life, confronting the world forces that are trying to bring us down. And he promotes being useful, and I'm here for it. I love the people when he was calling out people, and I love that he was calling out people that I wanted called out for whatever reason. Oh, yes, I was having a ball when he called out and shut down the self-aggrandizing radio host, doc, and big YouTuber. But what I'm not here for is Kwame Brown telling ladies not to vote for someone unless they put coding in trades in school. that goes against the agenda. I'm not with that. Although I agree that putting coding and trades in the curriculum would benefit the kids more than the things that they have in the curriculum. It's just that that's not our concern. Again, I have to reference Dick Gregory when he said Black people are only race of people that he sees that gives up their freedom for education. And it's true. We're always hollering about education. Give money to the Black colleges, the HBCUs. A government program isn't giving you anything. Their purpose for the schools are to indoctrinate you, not educate you. The schools function to teach you to accept certain values and beliefs without analysis. Schools are used as a weapon against Black children, especially Black boys. It's a common practice to put them in special ed or on drugs so that they can derail their education. Black boys are suspended 2 times more than their counterparts. Black kids are being mistreated in school by teachers, and it's usually because they enter into school with disempowering narratives. Things like they're less smart, they're less deserving, they're less safe. So it's up to us to educate our children. Even if your kid is up in one of these government institutions or in one of these private schools that operate under state laws, it's still up to you to educate your children. Giving your kids to white supremacy, the most brutal system of oppression, and expecting them to educate your kids, to benefit your kids, is insanity. Sure, they'll put coding and trades in schools, but it will be the most remedial level of coding and trades that are out there. And they're going to give you skills that are being driven out, like how pattern making is being driven out. I like the fact that Kwame Brown is bringing attention to the fact that kids are being undereducated and forcing parents to look at that and do something about it. There's an obvious disconnect when parents are buying kids $1,000 phones, but then send them to schools that can't afford to give them books. I just don't agree that voting to change the education system is what we need to be doing. As far as voting, I'm with Dr. Claude Anderson. Black people need to vote as an organized bloc and vote with a Black agenda. So when Kwame Brown says, okay, ladies, don't vote unless they put coding and trades in school, here's where this will be used against him. Politicians will come to him, have him stand on the platform for that, for the coding and trades, and we're all thinking, oh, this is great. They're listening to us. Meanwhile, we get nothing at the end of the day. Okay, so no, we're going to vote with the Black agenda. Education is not on the agenda. Before we start stomping for codes and trades get put in the schools, we need to get police officers out of the schools. Reparations and punishment for cops that kill Black people is on the agenda. Tax dollars pay for police protection. Again, questions. Protection against who or what? Black people pay taxes and they're denied protection from the police, whether they call for help or whether they're just going about their business. We have witnessed cops getting paid suspensions and officers setting up GoFundMe accounts for other officers like Daniel Pantaleo that are awaiting trial for murdering Black people. So when people are saying defund the police, it doesn't mean abolish the police like Fox News would have you believe. And if you listen to the true Black media, you wouldn't be confused about it. Dick Gregory told us it is important where you get your information. And we're at war. And some of y'all are still waiting for it to be announced on CNN. Even with all the clear evidence that there's been a war against Black people, most Black people don't see it or realize that this is a dangerous time for Black people. We are staring our eradication in our face. Police getting paid to carry out ethnic cleansing. Black people are being uprooted from America's cities through the process of gentrification. They're trying to scale back the wealth from Black celebrities. We've seen them do it with Bill Cosby. We're seeing it happen to RKelly. They tried to do it to Michael Jackson. Black men are still getting killed and locked up and presumed guilty just on the word of a white woman. And Black folks thought voting Trump out of office was a power move. This is what happens when you go to the people waging war on you for information. It's time to destroy corporate media's legitimacy. Take it in and win.
All right, that was a message from Dana X. Her name is Dana X. I think her YouTube name. Shout out to the person that sent it to me this morning. I've been getting a lot of information from you guys. And shout out to the person that gave me the information about the rock stars who have been who did some of the things that Robert was found guilty of, but you never see them go to court. Some of them are deceased, gone. Nothing ever came about the things that they have done, actually done, and to way younger girls. But here's a difference. Their color was white. So, and this is no offense to my Caucasian brothers and sisters. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what the agenda is going on in white supremacy, and it's sad we're being brought in all this negativity. And then yesterday, this morning, I heard one of the big bloggers putting out this false narrative about Robert talking against the other celebrities. Do you know they putting some sort of thing on Robert's life? And I see it had over thousands and thousands, 100,000 people watching that, putting that out. So you guys definitely keep Robert in prayer. Definitely. Because if Robert was going to supposedly snitch on those people, don't you think he would have did it before he even went to trial? That if he had an ace in the hole like that? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's part of the agenda, and that person sold into it because they knew it was a big blogger, so they can get the information out and more people will watch it. But people like this channel, where we don't have a large, huge following like them, they're not gonna they're not gonna bring that crap over here, because first of all, I wouldn't even spread that kind of message at all. Yeah, they did heal a land, and he think it's funny for him to even put it out like that. That's not funny, because you're putting in Robert's life in harm's way, and that's not good. That is not good at all. So let me put the link in for those who want to have a serious conversation. I'm not letting people in who just want to just not giving good input. People want to bring up nonsense. I'm in a serious mode now because too much nonsense is being put out on social media. Too much foolery. Too much foolery is going out in social media that I'm not entertaining at all. I'm not entertaining that stuff. Travel the world, I don't know. Just go back and listen to it, because I don't know what you're talking about as far as what her brother says. I didn't pay attention to that part. Didn't pay attention. That's right, Bird. Absolutely. Too much foolery. Too much nonsense. This man here is in prison, and it was blatant. Even if you go back to yesterday's video that I did, and I showed you proof of individual who are accused of certain things. And but they never been arrested. Their income has never been stopped. They're still making money. Yeah, you're right. D caddy. You're right. Yep, they're trying to drain them financially. You heard what Judge Joe Brown said. First, they drain you in financially. How is it that they charge him with an decades old law? Yeah, block this idiot. Block this idiot. Because I don't have nothing to say to this. Block this idiot. He sounds really stupid. I'm going to stand on what I believe. I'm going to stand on it. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to stand strong on what I believe. Yep, Tanisha. The Mann Act was established post-slavery in the early 90s. Yep. Then these fools said Kel's on suicide Washington. That's the agenda, Stephanie. They want to put out. They want to put out that kind of mess so they can have their way in sweeping things under the rug. So I'm not going to say anything negative about that. Hold on a second. Okay, Nas just put out, he says that I don't give a pass to doing terrible things. However, those things have to be proven. I can't just side with WS. Who's WS? Just because they say so. It's not justice. If they believe RKelly to be a P, charge him with that. If you can't prove it in court, then move on. Then he says, the Anti-Black Man Act was used against Jackson, Chuck Berry, and now RKelly. I will never co-sign a white supremacy based on legal punishment. Here, shout out to Nas. Thank you, Nas. Shout out to Nas. Yes, it don't make sense. Hi, Miss Sylvia and chat. Blessings to all. Same to you. A white supremacist. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, Tiffany. Shout out to Nas. Because y'all, this whole thing here is crazy. It's crazy. And we Black people buy into that because we hate this man so much. And a lot of us hate him because it's jealousy, not because of him doing anything that's so despicable. Should I show you guys what I showed yesterday of all those people who have been accused of certain things? They have never, ever been charged with anything. Never been charged with anything. And I have proof, y'all. Have proof. And how in this article they labeled Robert a certain way. They call him dark. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on a second. This is a time for us to really wake up. Wake up and stop following the masses. We should be woken people. I don't understand it. I really don't. The foolery. that is going on, and you guys sit here and y'all believe it. They lied on the witness stand. They lied on the witness stand. But y'all wanna. Mm, 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 mm. Just hold on a second. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I closed it out yesterday. Just hold on a second. I'm going to share something with you guys. With the a geek says, I hope to hear something about you saying something about donating to Robert at the jail. I hate to be the person to be the one to say anything about that because I'm waiting for answers on that. Let me just find out. Hold on a second. Hold on. Because I really don't want to be the focal point of persons for people to send the not me, never send it to me, but I'm just saying to say when to send it because I don't know him having access to it as he's able to send the money right now to him. Let me find out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just sent a message. Willie D. Who's Willie D? He did a thing on RKelly. It's about the money. Yeah. Willie D said it's about the money. Millions of people love him. Millions of people hate him. Stick and stones and break his bone. Yeah. These people just talking stupidity. I'm talking about the ones saying all that extra stuff. And they know how to go to big bloggers. You notice that, right? But on the other side, most of the other people are in the kinky sex BDSM is been talking about is for years in New York how the judge and the doctor, CEO of a company get down in their private. Yep. And remember, I was telling you when I used to okay. I'm just told that yes, send the funds to his commissary in New York, but make sure it gets to the New York one, not the Illinois one. Make sure that is directed to New York. Okay? Make sure it's directed to New York. All those who wants to send funds to his commissary. However, they said just to make sure it's addressed to the New York one. Make sure it's to the New York one because he hasn't gotten all his things from the Illinois. None of this surprises me. I watched the government steal the whole election in real time. Yeah. Willie D is a rapper? Okay. Yeah, try to. Oh my God, there are so many false reports going around. I wish people would stick to the facts and clickbait crap. This is disheartening. What happened on script? Angel, what's going on? What happened? I'm not sure when he was leave New York, but I know the hearing that is set for I can show it to you. I like to show you guys stuff. So the hearing is set for October 20th. He is going to be done video conference for him. He's going to be in New York. No, he's not going back to Chicago next week. No, he's not. He's still going to be in New York. Good morning, darling. How will he receive the money? How will he receive the money? I'm told that you send it straight to the commissary and just make sure it's going to the New York one. And he will be able to have access to his funds. That's what I'm told. So I don't know if there's any difference. Hold on, guys. I'm just texting. Please bear with me a second. Okay. DJ NVC got I hate it. Okay, I really feel that if people listen to all the transcript, maybe okay. Chanel, we're going to continue with the transcript. Definitely, we're going to continue with the transcript so people could hear it. And I'm sorry about yesterday. I got bamboozled and tricked into, because I wanted to hear what Joycelyn had to say, and it ended up being a fake page. So I'm not going to pay attention to that stuff anymore. So it's so sad that, okay, I'm referring to the false narrative via blogs, YouTube, etc. It's so sad RSK is fighting for his life and people playing games. It makes me sad. I will say Tony has been on point. Yes, she has been on point. So they're holding him. New York. Yeah, he's still going to be in New York. So how do he receive it if he didn't take his money? If they didn't take his money, how would he receive it and they didn't take his money? I'm confused. Strong. How will he receive it? I believe the commissary money is different. You know what? Let's read up on that. Let's read up on that. Let's read up on commissary money, because I know there are fees that he may have to pay. Let me see, because the last time I did some research on the commissary, I thought it said that they couldn't touch it, that he could use it for legal fees and things like that. Send it straight to the commissary, butterfly nest, straight to commissary. Don't send it to any middle person. Don't send it to anyone. Hold on a second. Got a message coming in. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah. Send it to the commissary right now. Send it, whatever money funds you want to send it to the commissary. Send it to because I just got confirmation from 2 people. Send it to commissary. Send it to the commissary. I showed you guys how to go and do it the last time. I may have to do another live on that. Hey, Chris, send it to his commissary. Send it directly to the commissaries because there are some things that has to be done for let's check something. How do we know he received the money? How do we know no one else takes his money? Stats, I know. Okay, let's read what the legal terms on this is. Let's see that. Okay, hold on, stats. And that's a good question. Hold on. That's a very, very good question. I know he can get the money with the BP 199. Let's see. If that would be just for him, that's not going to be his defense fund. That's going to be just for him, and he can allocate how he want his money to go. That would be just for him. He would have access to his money. Because I'm reading here. Hold on a second. Let me just be. Commissary's fund. Okay, let's go in here. Let's go open this up, and I'm gonna the BOP. Okay, hold on. Let me share this with you guys so we can look at it together, and we can read what the facts are now. Okay, let's do that because I don't want to put anything out that's not facts. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Make this bigger for y'all guys to see. All right, can you guys see this? All right, let's read this together. Somebody want to come in and read? Want to come in and read? Hold on, let's paste. Let me put the paste here. We need to stop exposing victims. It shows like law. Praise victim. Huh? We need to stop exposing the victim. It shows like law and order that praise victims. Y'all have to talk about Sony. It's sad that this man has done numerous artists, and yet he needs money. Okay, Angela, one thing when the feds come, they seize your assets, especially now. His assets are being frozen. Anything that he has had in the bank is basically frozen. But they can't freeze, I think, his defense money or things for his trial and stuff like that. I think there's some sort of like limitation to certain things. All right, here we go. All right, see you later, Unique. All right, so it says here, this is April 15th, the trust of, it's called, the commissary deposits and money in there is called the Trust and Deposit Fund. That's what it's called, right? To provide inmate the opportunity to purchase article and service not issued or delivered as basic care in the institution or in different quality. So, okay, let's see. Tells you what the limit amount is that they can use per day, except result of program. This is for them for the phone laundry and all that stuff. The trust funds operate will be managed to ensure. Hold on a second, I got an email. Hold on. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. I'm just trying to see how they do this. Recreation. Let's see. Inmates property. Staff correctional. Okay. Withdrawal. Just want to see if they would have a control of his money. If anybody want this, let me just put in the thing. You guys could look it up yourself. Hold on, let me put it in the chat for you guys to look it up yourself here. For those who wants to go back and look at it themselves, here it is. Okay, there it is right there. You guys, if you want to look at it yourself, here's it is right there. Let me go in. Somebody coming in? So, yeah, is anybody in the chat has family members that's incarcerated and can give us a little bit insight on this? How is dues? The cancel culture has been tricked to go after RKelly and not Sony. We have also been tricked go after victim is Sony. Drea, better go get those. Okay. Infamous, do you know if Kanik and Scholar are sure to represent him? No, I don't know. But Kanik did mention something about it. Can anyone write Kels? Yes, you can, Lenny. Someone please put the address for writing Robert. Could someone please put the address of the connecting him, writing to him. I always wonder if he actually gets you. Yeah, he do get the money because they have to keep a record of it. That's one thing, they have to keep a record because then somebody get in trouble. They have to keep a record of how much he's getting, and they give him statements on his money. What do you need? What do you need to know, Sylvia? Tanya, you want to come in? I think Karen Harris was asking, every prisoner is entitled to have an account. Yep. I think they want to know how the money is was dispensed. Hold on a second. This thing's in my way. I just lost. Okay. She wants to know how the money is dispensed to the account. That's what you want to know. Tanya, was it Tanya that just answered that? Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, she wants to know how the money is dispensed. My ex-husband was in BOP facility. They can have up to $10,000 in their account. Everything excess is sent home or someone they trust. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle just answered it right there. She said they can get up to 10,000. There she go. She said they can get up to 10,000 in their account, and everything excess is going to be sent home to someone they trust. So, he needs to have something set up, but he doesn't have anybody, y'all. He has to get somebody he trusts. And I was looking at Dr. Rice's video. There was funds that was collected from him because I know I put in that funds, the other funds that they had for the defense. They got to try to get that money. Because I know I send money to that. I spend like what? How much did I send? Like about $300 to that one. I sent about $300 to that one. And then, of course, I've been sending to commissary. I send quite a few dollars in the commissary. Who can you trust? Pink Ice? That's a very good question. That's a very good question, Pink Ice. Okay, the code for... Okay, the funds allow him to shop for clothes, food, and for emails, phone calls, etc. Okay. And I guess for stamps and stuff, Dr. Dreiss made some good points on the defense team, in my opinion. God's got Kales. Will he be free no matter? God's got Kales. He'll be free no matter. Oh, it just jumped. I believe he can trust. Oh, Auntie 123. Let me tell you something. I'm not part of that money thing because I don't want nobody to come back and say nothing to me because these people. These people start stuff. Nope. Nope. I need to find somebody that's really, really close to him. Do you think it would be candid for you? You think you would be candid? No, 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 not me. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope. I don't want nobody coming because they already coming after me. I did everything. I did everything. Nope, nope, nope. No, 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 not Sylvia. Not Sylvia. Keith. Keith would be a good one. Not Sylvia. Nope. Absolutely not me. So, a certain amount they could spend each week. I just, what I think that needs to be done. This is what I personally think. I think there should be an account set up, right? You know how they do business, have a certain amount of signature, a couple of signatures, right? People that don't know him or nothing, somebody far away, and they. Okay. Okay. All right. You know how companies have like signature guarantee, like you have to have a certain amount of people and it's a trust that put in for his name and only for his defense only, and only those they can't. Hold on, y'all. Hello? All right, guys, I have Tiffany. She can give you guys some insight in as far as the government commissary. Can you just give us some insight on it?
Yes, I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure the whole federal system is the same because they're divided, like Eastern, and all that kind of stuff. My son is on the same side with Kel's, like the Eastern District. But there's a certain amount you can spend each week. Right now, because the U.S. Marshals are actually having my son still held at a county jail, he's only allowed to spend like $70, but I'm thinking a week. But it's like he could only get like $300 a month altogether that he could spend on. He has to buy like his soap, his everything, anything that he needs to take care of himself. But if, say, like he has a little girl at home and if we put money on his account or whoever puts money on his account, he can get them to release a certain amount of money, release the money, but there's a check that's going to be sent. Because even when he went from the county to when the U.S. Marshals picked him up, they had to write a check from the county that he was in and send it over to the U.S. Marshals, which is the Fed, to their system. But it took them, well, he still hasn't received it yet. And he's been gone from the county system now for almost 2 months. But each week is like everybody that sends me money or I send it, and we can only send it one time a day. But I know once they get all the way into the system, they're probably going to have multiple deposits. But I just know it's only a certain amount they could be able to spend a month, no matter how much they get. Okay. So I just sent RKelly money yesterday before Sylvia gave us a warning to hold back, but I had did it before she said it. But I sent mine through MoneyGram. And
yeah, I sent mine through Western Union. That's why I sent mine.
Yeah, I sent mine through MoneyGram, and I was kind of lit. I just think MoneyGram's cheaper. That's just me. to send the money. But I looked through it, and the ticket, I sent it like early at 7 o'clock that morning. Then I saw that transfer was completed like 1 a.m. So I guess it's finally into his system, I guess. But of course, I don't know.
How much does MoneyGram cost? How much is MoneyGram? Because
it's $8 and something, like $8.92.
Let me see how much I pay for my what's the name? Hold on, let me check mine with Western Union because they let's see, hold on, I'll tell you how much they charge me. Because I send like the blocked amount of 300. Let's see, each time.
Are you doing better than me?
I do it because the channel, the stuff that you guys give me is. I mean, like I told everybody, I give my money from my channel. So when y'all give me money, I
said that too. So I said I had people help me with my son. So I said Rob and my son met at the same time. So I usually send my son $200 every 2 weeks. I sent him $100 this week and sent Rob $100 too.
Okay, I see. Let me see how much they charge me when I do the 300. Oh, they charge me $9.95 when I send the 300.
Yeah, so it's only like 30 cents difference.
Yeah.
34 cents.
$995. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep going as much as I possibly can, and whatever you need, or I'll still do everything I can.
Yeah, I mean, with all of us doing something, it helps out.
Yeah, because I'm very selective about who I send my money to, just because you're on the same page as me as far as like giving and God and stuff like that. That's what I like to hear, so I know that it's genuine.
Yeah,
it's coming from a good place.
Yeah. It's like I told those people, whoever coming at me, show me your receipt and I'll show you mine of what I paid towards Robert and what you paid. Let's see.
Yeah, because some people just like to talk and don't like to do no action. They like to find fault in everything people do.
Yeah.
And it was all for the same cause. I don't know why there's so much animosity and craziness.
And then all this blaming people.
Oh my God. Oh my God, because like there's a few of you I follow. It really is. And then I'm just seeing how they flip flop, but you're the only one that stays the same.
Yeah, I have.
And I appreciate that.
You're welcome. But I'm the one to get blamed for everything. Everything is Sylvia. Sylvia did it.
No, because you know what? Because that's the God in you. You look how they went against God. So Jesus. So that's just the God in you.
Thank you.
That's all that is. That's God in you and the devil in them.
Yeah. And I ain't perfect now. I will go off in a minute now. So.
I know. I made a shirt the other day. I made a t-shirt. And it said, God don't play about me. And my son was like, Mama, everything always come out to you because God don't play about me. I said, don't let that Bible fool you because I can feel through hands.
People get that mistake. They think just because you claim it the Lord that you got to be like perfect. No.
I'm far from it.
But anybody got any questions for her? Anybody got questions, guys?
Because I came out the chat for a minute, so I can't see if they had anything.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they have any question. I don't think they have any questions. You guys say state of Oklahoma, where I live, have more prison than anywhere else in the world. Yeah. I heard a guy that got what do you call it? Sent to Oklahoma, and they lost them in Oklahoma and in the jail system.
They'll move them though so quickly. Like my son, he was right here in the county where I'm at, and when the U.S. Marshals picked him up, they actually called me at work, and they had to meet me at my house because they couldn't take his state property onto federal stuff, so they had to bring him back home. So everything that I had got for him, I had to buy it all over again. Wow. And then they moved him almost 2 hours away from me. And so he goes to court on the 18th. So we'll know what his fate is then. He gets, go for his sentence and then. But like Kelly, he has been sitting there for a little bit over a year with no bond. Yeah. They never gave him a bond. And only thing that my son did, he was mixed up with a crazy girl, with a young lady. Mm-hmm. And every time he did anything, she was calling the people. And he was a felon already. And she claimed that he robbed her. Nobody saw the gun or anything, but because he's a felon, she picked him out a gun. Next to pandemic, they picked him up. So even his lawyer was like, "Why is he here?" She's like, "Why is he here?" I said, "Good as mine."
So I can't press charges on her?
Well, yeah, actually the state has charges against her because she actually, when all that happened, when they picked my son up, I had to go pick my granddaughter back to our hometown with my mother. This girl broke into my house, so they got her for that. But as far as anything else, they haven't, because he hasn't really been to court yet.
So how long does he have to serve?
Yeah. So when he gets out next week, when we go next week, they bail him, maybe like time served, when he comes home, they'll stay married, and like they're a little bit more time, but as we see with the feds, they kind of do what they want to do. I'm just hopeful.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your experience.
They kind of make up their rules as we go along.
Yeah.
And it hurt my feelings because I was crying. I think I was right there with you. So I was like, it's not so much that it's R. It's just a man and how they can do things like that. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys need me for anything, I'm still sitting here on the chat, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to grab my lunch.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm trying to grab my lunch and go back upstairs and you want me to do all this extra.
Sorry, I have to mute because Miss Dallas, the noisemaker, is in here.
How you gonna ask me to do? Well, then don't leave me alone then.
Now that noise wasn't Dallas. I'm just joking. But that noise was. Yeah, she had bad feedback on her phone. This is sad. But there's the link if you guys wanted to read up on what the commissary is used for and how they can send the money back to whoever they trust, huh?
I'm starting a podcast and I want you to be one of my people on here.
Okay. We can not believe all women. That's so true. I paid more. Yeah. So, hey, Terry. Terry, you off today? I have a cousin that is in and was granted parole last month. What was that?
That tea? I got the wrong one. This is a pickle juice. Let me get some of this.
Hold on a second.
We might need to add some lemon into it or something. That's nasty.
You know what I'm thinking, guys? I know. Hold on, I'm going in here to the my paces right in a second. Okay, y'all, I got something to tell you guys. I have a lot of books, different books that I've been reading, right? And one of the books was on Aaliyah. She wrote the book. In her book, y'all, she basically said, I'm going to bring it up to show you guys. She basically said in the book that I was reading that the whole marriage thing was a publicity what did she say? It was like a publicity because she was saying as an artist, coming out. She was new and having Robert. She was Robert's protege. Even the way her style and the way she dressed, she started emulating him because they were not giving her the recognition that they would with the male. And the men in the industry gets more attention than the women, right? Yeah. No, she didn't say publicity stunt, but she said something else, and I just couldn't remember what she said. But it is the same form of publicity stunt. But what's the name of the book? Hold on a second. Let me get it for you guys. Hold on. It's called, and I got, hold on a second. Just hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Just 1 second, guys. I can't find my glasses. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm here. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to find my glasses so I can show you the book that I have. I apologize. I apologize. I have the book. So let's let me open this up so you guys can see this book. Just bear with me a second. I had to find the old specs. Because I didn't want to get on here without the specs. Because I can't see without my specs. Oh, here we go. I can see, y'all. I can see. Okay, let me take this off. Let me stop sharing this. I tell you, this is some shenanigan. I keep having issues. All right, let me get. Now I'm on my computer, my desktop. I moved the screen and it turned around and unplugged, so I have to wait for that one to come back on so I can bring you guys the book. This is like so much nonsense going on. Oh, she just went back upstairs to do her work. Dallas is not here. I'm gonna wait till my computer come back up so then I can show you all the book, okay? So in the meantime, let's have a conversation. Let me put the link in here. Where's my Who B? You coming up in here? What happened to you? Come on up in here, because I'm having so much. First, I can't find my glasses. Then I can't find this. Hit the like button, y'all. Come on in. Come in here while I wait for this. Yes, put the commissary. That's his address. Is Robert Sylvester Kelly, 09626-035, Metropolitan Detention Center, P.O. Box 32900. See, let me let my girl in here. Thank you, darling. I should have put you in here in the beginning because I have so much issues going on this morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm traveling, but I'm good.
Good, good. You feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good.
Little bit.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
But I sent you a text message. I finally got your right number. I've been texting the wrong number. I sent you this video to check out of this guy that was.
You know, all those videos that you sent me, I've seen them already, and I've played a couple of them. You're talking about Dennis was one of them, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Dennis was one.
Yeah, so you saw that one. He was talking about those people with those transcripts and the games they was playing with the reporters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really interesting.
It's a lot of stuff that's happening interesting, but they could do that, right? They could do that as long as it's us. They can do that. But my whole thing, we need to find out. Hey,
if he didn't get his.
Yep. Yep.
I've been checking back to see if he ever got his, because he said if he didn't get him, he's going to start a federal investigation.
He got it. He got his. He got it. He said they added him to the list. They added him to the list.
I still would like to see them investigate. How was they giving some people transcripts that day, and not him, and not certain people?
And how they were giving the other side of it, the prosecution side.
Only, yeah. Yeah, I like to see him still get that investigation started.
I don't think he will, because he got his.
Still seems like some illegal practices, though, right?
You know, the government, they could do what they want to do, how they do it, because they think they're above the law. They think they're above the law. They are above the law. It's sad.
Yeah, it really is. I wrote down the notes y'all gave about those addresses and the putting money on the books. I'm gonna get started on that. And then I had another question for you. You said you was looking for something with Dallas on it for your was it your grandchild?
For my daughter. Her name is Dallas.
Okay, that's why I wanted to ask, was male or female. Got it. For your daughter. So yeah, I'm taking it I'm traveling now, so I'm seeing a bunch of stuff with Dallas on it. So I was just wondering, what kind of things were you looking for?
Like pins and, small stuff that have her name on it. like a
Okay.
pencil, pen, some sort of. I don't know about a T-shirt. It has to be something cute if it's a T-shirt.
Right. Okay.
A magnet, stuff like
Refrigerator
that. Trinket.
magnets, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Keychain things.
Yeah, something
I
that have
got you.
a keychain, little cutesy things.
Right.
She's girly. She's girly.
I about to
Pinky.
say, is she girly,
Very girly, very girly.
okay.
She's nothing like me.
Ah, me either. I didn't start playing
And,
in makeup and stuff like that. I think I might have been late 30s, early 40s.
and I still don't play in makeup. Only when she's like, Mom, can I do your face? That's okay. And she's a makeup artist. Can you forget?
Oh,
Go figure.
wow.
Go figure. And she used to play with my makeup. That's how she decided to start doing that.
Have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, she's licensed and all.
Okay.
Have her own LLC.
Okay. Is she willing to
Mhm.
travel? Because I'm looking for somebody for my wedding party.
She's willing to travel.
Okay. Thinking about having someone there to do everybody's makeup. Oh no, I'm just kicking ideas around in my mind what I want to do.
Yeah. She I think she's gonna start doing my. She said, "Mom, your channel's about to hit 10,000. We can't have you looking like this no more." She's like, "I'm gonna get your lashes done and all that." But all that stuff. Okay,
That's so
I'm
much.
not. No shade on the people that wear makeup. No shade at all. I'm not throwing any shade, but I don't have time for all that.
I know, right?
It just take too much time. Let me just take my shower, put some lotion on, even if I don't put lotion on, get on out the house.
Mm-mm-mm. That's kind of the way I was when I was over the road driving.
Yeah.
But I got because I was always either on my truck or under my truck doing something, checking my own oil, checking for this, that, and the other. Can you imagine a woman up under the truck doing all that? I had no makeup on, just give me some quick throw on clothes. They thought I was a big old butch, but that was fine because the men left me alone, and that was good.
Mm.
See,
All that, and then to make you got to wash your face off and all that stuff. Every time you
mm,
touch somebody, all your clothes get that stuff all over. No, no
I look a
thanks.
hot mess right now.
But look at eyeliner. Look at you. You got stuff on your face.
I put all this on myself.
You put your stuff. Look at. You want to see my face? Y'all want to see my face? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh, you're looking at the computer. Hold on. Let me change it around. Hold on. Let me change it around. Y'all see what I look like. No makeup. Hold on. Computer's coming back up.
I'm traveling. We on our way to go surprise my future mother-in-law. Today is her
See?
birthday. She don't know we driving in.
She don't know y'all driving in. Look, see?
Mm-mm.
Let me put a head tie. Hold on, let me put a head tie on. So I don't look that bad. Hold on, y'all.
A child said put a head tie on.
Hold on. Put the headband on. Hold
You at home, that's fine.
on. Hold on. You gotta look
Oh, I
like
wish I could
something.
just throw that on and look that good like that. Get out of
Oh,
here.
hold on, y'all. There we go. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Pat the head down.
Sad.
I gotta find some lip gloss. Hold on, I gotta find some lipstick. I don't have any lipstick down here. I gotta go find some. I can't yell because since you have a fit. I'll be like, yeah, Dallas, put another in. So, yes, he is very informative, y'all. I'm trying to wait till my computer come back up in here. I'm on my phone right now. I'm supposed to be approving purchase for fire trucks and recruiting classes. LOL. Shh, don't tell anyone I'm sneaking in. I haven't seen you in a while, Terry. We missed you.
I'm supposed to be approving purchase of filters. Yeah, we live around the Dallas area, and my fiance, as they like to say, his mother live in Houston, so we just driving down to go surprise her. Someone said their mother-in-law's birthday is today too.
What the heck is going on with this thing here? StreamYard is acting stupid. It's not letting me in, right?
I tried to stay on with you the whole time, but I lost signal for 20 minutes or so. I was like, wow, I got kicked out. Just I lost everything, but I'll go back and listen to what I missed.
With the StreamYard? Why am my computer acting stupid? Let me close everything out and start over. Close everything out. Because it's not recognizing me for some strange reason. It's asking for my screen. Okay. StreamYard. Easy way. Why is it acting like I'm not in here? Thank you, there it is. Huh? Something going on with my screen. It's asking me these stupid questions. Okay, now let's go in here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I know you guys asked me about the book. I'm going to bring up the book. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get into this computer here. It's acting stupid. There we go. I'm in it now. Let me get out of here. I'm going to get out of here and come back the other way.
There I am. I'm back. Miss Sylvia, Dallas should have done Asriel. Dang. Huh? Dallas do not want to play that girl.
Who I tell you what, I couldn't listen to her that second interview she did with Gail. I had to X out.
Mm-mm-mm. All right, yeah, here we go. Oh, she should. Yeah, you said she should have did. Man, Asriel do need to get called Dallas for her skills. Cause she sure needed help with that makeup she had on the other day. She looked terrible. She need a makeup artist for real. I don't think Dallas would take that client. All right, here we go. The name of the book is, guys, hold on. It is, I have, okay, so this, Okay, here it goes. The name of the book. So I was reading it last night. Hold on a second. Yes, I have a couple of books, and it was talking about. Hold on a second. It says spam. All right, I'm gonna read this part to you guys. All right, and then I'm gonna go in and. Okay. By the 1980s, Hankerson was managing the career of Winans and the Four Brothers Gospel Quartet from Detroit, and he sat in as percussion for a couple of their studio albums. In the latter half of the decade, he took control of the management of Robert Sylvester Kelly, who had bounced out of a troubled youth on the streets of Chicago. An impromptu appearance in a high school talent show led to street performance and early records deals. Using his stage name RKelly, he walked away with a $100,000 grand prize from yet another television talent show, Big Break. Kelly and his group Public Announcement released their debut album in 1992 called Born into the 90s that spawned four hits with controversial rhythms and blues, Contract, and his hip hop New Jack Swing song. Hankerson shared the writing credits on She Got That Vibe, which climbed to higher which climbed as high as number 7 on the hot R&B chart. Honey Love and Slow Dance both crawled their way up to the same charts from the album. In 1993, R. Kelly left Public Announcement and released his solo album 12 Play. It was at that time the word genius began to lobby at the 26-year-old singer's songwriting and producing. Bump and Grind became his first number one single on the Billboard Hot R&B chart and stayed there for unprecedented 12 weeks. Your Body's Calling and Sex Me both became gold records. As an album, 12 Play went 6 times platinum. In the new frenzy around R. Kelly, his manager thought it would be a good idea for the hot phenomenon producer to meet his musical promiscuous niece, Aaliyah, came into the studio and sang for Kelly, who looked who liked that who liked what he heard enough to agree to write songs for her. Hankerson recruited his son Jomo out of his last year in Pepperdine University and formed a musical recording company called Blackground Records, with Aaliyah as his first client. Chapter 2. On the first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, Hankerson signed on with Jive Records to distribute his new company's record, where he found a kindred soul in Clive Candor. Candor, the same name as Hankerson, was from South Africa. I did not know Clive was from South Africa. Did you know that? Did you know that? Piku? One Piku? Can you hear me? She's ignoring me, y'all. She's
Not you
ignoring
on mute, sorry.
me. You get in a bad area. Okay, he was from South Africa,
Got
a South African bass guitarist who played a local Johannesburg band and kept stacks on tax manual around the house for light reading. He started his first record company in 1971 and soon launched a Zumba name for the one-time capital of African country of Malawi. In 1981, Calder opened offices in New York City to birth Jive Records. The name emanated from a form of African dance music. Canada became an early emphasis on hip hop music that was beginning to take hold of New York clubs. In its first decade, Jive became the go-to label for Houdini, the trio that helped break hip-hop music onto urban radio, and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, who came out of West Philadelphia to claim the first Grammy Award for the Best Rap Performance. The new record, the new record by Aaliyah would mark Jive's division into players in the rhythm and blues genre. For her first venue into a recording office, a recording studio, as signed professional artist, the 14-year-old Aaliyah stepped directly into Major League. The Chicago Recording Company, CRC, had only begun business in 1975, but what it lacked in tradition, it made up in quality. With 12 states of the art recording studio, CRC was the largest recording palace in Midwest and the country's biggest independent studio, heading the list of recording artists who had polished album at CRC was the ultimate rhythm and blues superstar Michael Jackson. Kelly and Aaliyah started with old school singing the song over and over as the work ethic would come to impress her collaborators was evident from the beginning. She sang in a false studio as she searched for her own sound. Later, she would explain her choice by telling interviewers that the song was kind of tough and a bit edgy, hip hop, but the vocals was very soothing. Peter Macron, of Chicago native, who was trained in classical guitar, was working the board mixing and layers for the sound. He had broken into engineering and producing on Kelly's debut, Born in the 90s, and had guided the follow up of 12 Play and its great heights. Macron had had parlayed that success into work with Janet Jackson away from his Kelly connection. In 1994, the team had completed 14 songs, Aaliyah's debut album. The publicity machine began, listen, y'all, the publicity machine for the album began grinding into gear in February 1990 when Aaliyah flew to Los Angeles for the Urban Network Power Jam V conference, a gathering of record label executives, radio men, programmers, and retailers. The topic on the agenda included the role of most positive rap and encouraging R&B executive to do business with wider variety of people to avoiding becoming stagnated in the industry. Given that atmosphere and the unknown 15-year-old singer from Detroit received a warm reception as she carted around before the Money Men. In May 1994, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number was released to the producer's world as written and produced by RKelly, especially for Aaliyah. The first single, Back and Forth, became the album's signature song, and it debuted to public on May 10th in Back and Forth. Aaliyah sings to anticipating to the coming weekend, going to the party and having fun with her teenage friend. Listen, y'all, despite not writing the lyric, Aaliyah could sing the song from personal experience. Despite the potential of Big Timer, her teenage year with the record debut for hip hop biggest star, Diane Halton, made sure her daughter still went to the mall for shopping and her friends and lived as normal a life as could be expected. Aaliyah's favorite things still included hanging with her girlfriends and playing laser tag. To support Back and Forth, Aaliyah had a short first music video directed by Millicent Shelton. Shelton was a Missouri-born alumni of Princeton University and had done graduate work in New York University Tisch School of Art before being tapped by the director Spike Lee to work on wardrobe assistant in the seminal 1989 film Do the Right Thing. She quickly advanced into directing music videos for Salt and Pepper and oh guys, stop calling me. People, hold on, y'all. Oh, my bad. You said, okay, let me go to Paces. Hold on. Thank you, Ivan. She had to call me to make sure that, hold on, y'all. Pacers. You gotta be on it. Hold on, let me go inside my Pacers. Hold on. Nothing's been updated. Nothing's been updated. I saw a notice for something being updated for October 1st, but I don't see anything. Unless I'm not seeing something, I don't see anything. Okay, baby, message me. Hold on a second. Hold on. The jury notes, it says I don't have permission to view this document. That's what the jury note says. We don't have permission to view this document. That's what she put in there. No, it's under seal. It's the jury note. Yeah, I know that. I'm not able to look at. Yeah, it's sealed. That was yesterday they did that. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. So y'all stopped me for that? Y'all stopped me from reading for that. Okay? I saw this is yesterday's stuff. Nothing is new. They did this yesterday. Hold on, y'all. Another call. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, I was telling y'all this thing here. Hold on. All right. Okay. For the back and forth video, for the back and forth videos, Shelton came to Aaliyah's hometown to film the video in Detroit gym, although it was not because of any clout or notice artist carried. The original shoot had been scheduled for Los Angeles, but the Northridge earthquake that ripped through San Fernando Valley also shook the video production schedule. I just want to tell you, I worked on that earthquake for the FEMA. Yeah, I was in California at that time. Okay. That shook up the video production schedule. The video opens with a binding basketball and a kid arriving and chilling in the gym. Aaliyah makes her appearance in baggy clothing, eyeshadows, and bandana, singing the song. And the basketball game will give away to Dance Fest and blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, so now it says here within a month, Back and Forth had been certified gold and spent 3 weeks at the top of the Billboard. And in the Billboard Hot 100 singles reached number 5. The success of Back and Forth pushed the next record into the market in August 1994. At your best, you are love. For the record, the cover of the song was by the Isley Brothers and had charted in a minor way in 1976. Aaliyah Redemption peaked at number 6 in the Billboard Hot 100, and Shelton returned to film another video, which was produced with another Kelly hit, Summer Bunnies. In November, okay, we did that. Okay, let's see. We were trying to figure out what the whole thing with the Aaliyah thing. Okay. The most buzz, at least until the rumor erupted that the collaborators had been working on more than just musical track. The racy adult themed lyrics that Kelly was putting in a teenage Aaliyah's mouth were enough to set the scold tongue wagging. But when it started to get around that Kelly and Aaliyah had secretly married, the denials were issued all around until Vibe magazine published a copy of the marriage certificate that showed there was indeed marriage at the Shelton Gateway Suite in Rosemont, Illinois, and on August 31st, 1994. The age given the 15-year-old Aaliyah Diane Halton was 18. When the fact came out to light, the illegal marriage was tactfully annulled, and Aaliyah's family intervened in making sure it stayed dissolved. As the career of RKelly and both continues to arch forward, she's supposed to have never seen him again. She never discussed the alleged publicity. You heard that, right? Allegedly publicly. When Kelly later penned the autograph, Aaliyah's name is never mentioned. Each denied separately that the information in the Vibe article was incorrect, and both Aaliyah and Kelly would insist that they were not and never were married. Did y'all hear that? But let me tell you something else. Hold on. Let me tell you what in the other book what it says. Hold on. Let me get the other book for you so I could tell you what the book said and why they did it. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all wanted to know the name of the book because I have two books on Aaliyah. And I'm going to explain something to you guys. Hold on. Just bear with me a second. Okay, this is in chapter 3. Chapter 3 of the book, right? It says, RKelly real first name is Robert. It is not bad. It's not a bad name, but it's not necessarily an exciting one. His abbreviation of his name, given a sense of mystery and a bit of coolness, something that set him apart from the ordinary Rob or Bob and Robert of the world. Not long after Barry Hankerson hooked his niece up with then wife Gladys Knight, he became he came through for Aaliyah again. This is what they're talking about, Hankerson. He came through for Aaliyah again. His then wife, Gladys Knight, came through for Aaliyah. He had formed a new record company, Black Ground Records. And after signing a distribution deal with Jive Record, a larger label, he bought the company his very first signing, Aaliyah. Jive Record then brought the singer together with one of their brightest talents, RKelly. RKelly once said in the Chicago Daily Herald, "My life is controversial." RKelly raised his eyebrow with one reason: sex. R&B musical introduced overt sexually into mainstream America pop. There had always been sex in music, but it was almost always polite, sub, subliminal, hidden from social nicety and soothing lyrics. In the 50s, Little Richards thrust sex into America pop in a big way, leering, gyrating, grinding, bringing all the libido power energy of teenage America to the surface. Years later, Prince would bring other pop music convention, making sex harder, weirder, throwing in winks at God and nodding at bisexuality. RKelly followed in the footsteps of sexy soul men who had come before him. Little Richard, Marvin Gaye, Rick James, and Prince. Like Prince, his song melded sexuality and religiosity. Unlike Prince, he stayed away from rock and the psychedelia and instead injected his brand of funky soul with a dose of hip hop. Like Aaliyah, Kelly began performing young. Before he was even out of junior high school, he was belted out. He was belting out songs on stage on South Side of Chicago, where he grew up. One night he sang the Stevie Wonder classic "Ribbon in the Sky," and he knew he'd find his calling. That night it was like Spider-Man being bit. He would be quoted as saying, "The Orange Country Register. I discovered the power you get from being on stage. When I looked at Lena McLean, Kelly's school music teacher said in YSB magazine, I saw another Stevie Wonder. I proceeded to tell him that I saw in him creativity, honesty, sincerity, dedication, and excitement. And those are the ingredients for a composer and an entertainer. I want to say it's better than sex, but I don't want, no, I don't, but I don't know, Kelly said. Of the thrill of live performance to the Chicago Daily Herald. It's just an awesome, awesome feeling to be on stage and people. I guess loving you is like, I guess is better than sex. Love is better than sex. What is wrong with me? Yes, yes. So, yes, it's better than sex. There, I said it. Kelly's first album, Born in the 90s, which was released in 1991 under the name RKelly and public announcement, got him to a foothold in the world of R&B with such minor black radio hits as She Got the Vibe and Honey Love. But it was his next set in 1993 follow-up of 12 Play that brought him to the attention of the mainstream. That album sold more than 40 million copies and generated such salacious hits as Your Body Calling, and the album was both opinion and the street. One song was titled Back to the Hood of Things and the celebrated celebration of sex itself. Another track was to not to subtitled I like the crotch on you. But whatever you thought of the lyrics, the music was there and the vocals was there. Kelly could sing and he could write. It was a hard to resist package. A guy with the edge of a gangster rapper and sometimes Stevie Wonderish ability to shape the tune song. And now again in his music, Kelly would reach for something deeper just to prove that he could. One song on 12 Play, Sadie, is about the passing of his beloved mother. And of course, the song is offered up alongside such track as Bump and Grind, in which Kelly lustily declares there ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And you know what? He was right. 12 Play showed it was cool to express affection for your mom and love for the ladies. For Kelly being a good son and getting some good sex were not incompatible. If I often, what happened? I'm sorry, that was Dallas. If I've offended any women out there, I would say I'm sorry, Kelly said to the News and Observer of Raleigh, North Carolina. I want them to realize that this is showbiz. Just think of it as an entertainment piece. So perhaps that's why it seems, isn't? So perhaps that's why it seems to be perfect match for Aaliyah. You heard right? Just showbiz. Did you just hear that? Perhaps that's why it seems to be the perfect match for Aaliyah. Before Kelly, she had been the perfect kid, tight with her parents, popular with her teachers, best friends with her brother. Kelly didn't get her to rebel against all. That's much as he showed her how her own image of herself was now in opposition to the new image he wanted to help create. An, an image of suggestion, sensuality, and sly grace, all in teenage package. What I sing about either I've experienced or I want to experience, Kelly once said. I love being around women. I love fashion shows and I like things that I'm a mama's boy. A lot of my friends think I should be with every woman on planet. All I need is one. When Aaliyah was 14, she and R. Kelly went into the studio and came out with her album debut, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. The album released in 1994 was executive producer by Barry Hankerson. Both the wizard behind the curtain was producer R. Kelly, who wrote every track except the one of the Isley Brothers hit At Your Best, You Are Love. R. Kelly also played all the instruments except a few additional guitar and keyboard parts. Aaliyah's first single, the cooling, erotic, undiluted back and forth, went to number one on the R&B chart, where it ironically or perhaps appropriately unseated R. Kelly's single, Your Body Is Calling. Pop icon Madonna also on the lookout for whatever was hip and street. Latter sampled the Aaliyah back and forth for her single Inside of Me off of her 1994 album Bedside Stories. I know having him, R. Kelly, on the single helped it to get attention, said Aaliyah in the Baltimore Sun. Without him, it would not have been, no, without him, it would have been harder to get airplay. I'm just thankful for the break. If I had no talent and had nothing to offer, I'd probably feel funny if people was giving him all the credit. But I know I can sing, and a lot of success is because of me. Kelly was the king of the charts, and Aaliyah was the queen. Kelly and Aaliyah started appearing everywhere together, sometimes dressed in matching outfit. One of her first public performance to push her debut album was at a special showcase at an urban music conference where that was headlined by Kelly. It was always Aaliyah and R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Aaliyah said in December 1994, I don't mind being his protege because that's what I am. One of the biggest trap in music, perhaps any artistic endeavor, it is to fall underneath the sway of other performer. Britney Spears is often written off, perhaps correctly, as a younger, less interesting version of Madonna. Lenny Kravitz, perhaps incorrectly, is often dismissed as a latter off ripoff of Jimi Hendrix or Prince, or basically an African American performer who have been blended rock with soul and played a guitar. Comparison to others even tougher, however, for female artists. Women artists are often used as muse for their male counterparts. The women provide the inspiration and sparks the creativity fire, and the men gets the credit. In fact, there are cases throughout history in which women were systematically shut out for high-profile form of creativity expression, or at the very least forced to radically alter their artistic approach to conform by prevailing mores. All three of the Bronte sisters believe, with good idea of evidence to support their claim, that publishers would never accept the work of women. So Charlotte Jane, Erie, Emily Watterson Heights, and Anna Agnes Gray all were originally published under male pseudo, Curry Ellis and Action Bell, respectively. Over the years, the artistic abilities of women have been despaired by some of the greatest male intellectual and critics. Girls began to talk and stand on their own feet sooner than boys because weeds grow from quicker than good crops. Martin Luther King in 1533. Instead of calling them beautiful, there would be more warrant for describing women as unaesthetic sex, neither for music, nor for poetry, nor for fine arts. And had they really and truly any sense of spectability, and the philosopher Arthur in 1851. Critics William Grass declared that female writers lack the blood congest genital drive which energize every great style. And critics Robert Graves held that a woman who concerned herself with poetry should either be a silent muse, or should be muse in the complete sense, and should write within antique authority. To women with the creativity fires burning within them, being an object of some other artist's art, rallying to inspire another action of creation should provoke frustration, rage, and even wild state of mind that society would too often label madness. Time magazine, in an article headlined Work of a Wife on April 14, 1934, condolenceably reviewed an exhibit of Zelda Fitzgerald art, comparing her to her husband, F. Scott Fitzgerald, author of The Great Gatsby. There was a time when Miss Frances Scott Key Fitzgerald was a more fabulous character than her noble writing husband. The article read that there was when she was Zelda Sayre of Montgomery, Alabama girl, and she married Scott Fitzgerald in 1920, shortly after he published The Size of Paradise. She lapsed into the semi-obscurity of a wife for a famed novelist. Zelda later suffered from mental illness, and the scepter Camellia Calendar, the lover of scepter August Rodin, and would-be writer Vivian Eliot, the wife of poet T.S. Eliot, both went through emotional breakdown. More recently, the white rapper Eminem composed a number of songs fantasizing about the murder of his wife, Kim. And then, after she tried and failed to take her own life and subsequently filed for divorce, the rapper reconciled with her and promptly began writing songs about her aborted suicide attempt. And of course, not every woman with artistic inspiration has been forced to channel her dreams through some man. In some cases, men and women inspire and challenge each other. And in the final estimation, the female artist was judged by history to be as great, even greater than the male partner, as in the case of Ted Hughes and Sylvia Plath, Diego Rivera and Frida Kahlo, the rapper Wyclef and Lauryn Hill. But women more often than not get the critics' shaft when they are linked with or compared to a male artist. Musician Yoko Ono and John Lennon shared close working relationship, collaborating on political action, art installation, and musical composition. Ono once took the lead role with dealing with the outside world. In a relationship, I think women really have sort of a wisdom to cope with society since they created. She was quoted as saying in David Sheaf's book, All We Are saying men never develop the inner wisdom. They didn't have time. Most men do rely on women's inner wisdom rather than they express it that or not. Although already an established rock star, as a member of the Beatles, by the time he met Ono, Lennon nevertheless attributed much of his success to his wife. It is a teacher pupil relationship, and that people don't understand. She, the teacher, and I'm the pupil. I'm the famous one and the one who's supposed to know everything, but she's my teacher. She taught me everything. I fucking know she was there when I was nowhere, man. Still, many critics and most fans saw Lennon as the true talent of the pair and dismayed Yoko as a mere hang-on. The same pattern would repeat itself later on in Kurt Cobain and his wife Courtney Love. Although Love was always a successful performer with her band Hole before she met and married Corbin. The leader of the punk rock trio Nirvana. Afterwards, she was seen as a rider of his coattail, as trying to use her husband to establish herself alto rock royalty. Perhaps she was, but nevertheless, of her intention, she was undeniably a passionate and powerful rock and roll performer. The whole album, Live Through This, released shortly after her husband's death in 1994 in one of the better alto rock album in the 90s. In the beginning, in the 20th century, the role of the muse may have arrived at a crossroad. While boundaries and barriers still exist, there certainly seems to be a greater opportunity for female artists to express themselves than, say, back when Yoko Ono was attacked for supposedly breaking up the Beatles. But progress is never smooth or inevitable. It lurks between advancement and regression and stagnation. It is arguable whether the talent today's female artists are more respected today necessarily than the women in the 60s. Eminem presented one version of the future, drawing on his wife's suffering, perhaps pushing her to the edge of mental breakdown, and receiving accolades for his supposed daring. Lauryn Hill presents another possible tomorrow. As member of the Fugees, she played a secondary role behind Wyclef, who was her lover. As a solo artist, she tapped in the passion of her relationship and created an album called Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which was an critical and commercial breakthrough and which had more of cultural impact than anything her male counterpart or in her old band had imagined to produce. Aaliyah, in her relationship with Kelly, clearly lost a bit of her own personality. She really wasn't all the street. She really wasn't all that hard. But if she wanted to hang with her mentor, if she wanted to be successful conveying the edge of hip hop and hybrid music he had fashioned for her, it seemed as if she had to play the part of a baggy clothes wearing, dark glasses sporting gangster girl. Her image from jump was slightly mysterious. Her eyes often hidden behind dark glasses in her photo shoot. She tended to dress in black clothing and leather, and in most of all of her promotional shoots, she was unsmiling. She was chin set. Her expression a bit dour. Was this the same Aaliyah that played often in Annie? Was What's the real me? It's hard to say, Aaliyah said. I have a feeling it was core street life, but I like to hang out in malls. I am definitely going to college, and I like to get a doctorate in music history with a minor in engineering. But I love singing more than anything. What does that say about me? Kelly, too, was engaged in identity struggles. Good artists are often influenced by the trailblazing performers who have come before them. It takes a truly great artist, however, to break free from one's own separate path. Kelly was on Marvin Gaye's trip. Whether he consciously knew it or not, Gaye, back in the day, had met a younger woman while he was recording with his album, Let's Get It On. The woman, Janice Hunter, was 16 years old at the time, 17 years Gaye's junior. Two would later marry. When Kelly hooked up with Aaliyah, she was 15 and Kelly was 27. Like Gaye, Kelly, according to some report, married his young charge. And did he? In 1994, Vibe magazine published an article claiming that Aaliyah and Kelly had married, and even published the Vibe claim of the marriage certificate. Our research editors found that the marriage certificate by going through the public record office in Illinois, where it was filed. Daniel Smith, who wrote the Vibe story, then later said, wouldn't have printed it if we thought we could get sued. Our lawyers checked everything. We stand on the story and we still believe the marriage took place. Kelly and Aaliyah, however, both denied the marriage occurred and even denied that there was a relationship, even moved beyond friendship. They're saying that the relationship never moved beyond friendship. Okay. And I saw the Vibe article, but I don't really comment on that because I know it's not true. This is Aaliyah talking. I don't comment about that. I know it's not true, she said in December of 1994. When people ask me, I tell them, hey, don't believe all that mess. We're close and people took it the wrong way. This is Aaliyah still talking, y'all. I've told people time and time that I am not married, Kelly said in November 1995. I am truly not married. For the final time, I am not married to Aaliyah, whatever Vibe magazine wrote. I don't even want to converse on that, Kelly continued. You get all kinds of things in the paper, Aaliyah. Aaliyah is my best friend, and we're not married, and that's it. We're not gonna let the media get to us. We talked about it. Her mom talked about it too. We laughed and moved on. They don't know what's really going on in my life. This is them talking, both of them talking. They're saying that basically, what they saying, the reason, okay, I'm gonna finish reading so you guys will know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I'm reading. It was a publicity stunt. They were saying because she was coming out and she wasn't getting any traction because the first song came out, it wasn't like getting anything. And then once the controversy came up about her marrying Robert and all that kind of stuff, that's when the music shot up. Her album just okay, I'm reading because her mom laughed at it. Her mom had talked to her about it too, and we just laughed and moved on. And they don't know what's really going on in my life. There's something in tradition. This is the part I was talking about. There is something in tradition in rock and roll of superstar musician getting involved with younger women. Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley both became intimate with ultimately marrying teenage girls who were much younger than them, and they were at the time rock stars, and soul men get a lot of action. If you even spend time on the road with a singer, even modern popularity, you've seen how they were presented with a startling number of sexual opportunity from the stunning wide range of beautiful women. But it's not as much fun as it might think. In the end, the face blurs, the experience melts away, and all you see is to be left with a numbering of emptiness. Teenage women, in their innocence, in their immaculacy, must look awfully attracted to jaded pop rock pop stars who live too hard and seen too much. But the tabloidy nature of the purported May December relationship was much for the two stars to take. Although Kelly's songs were dominating the charts and Aaliyah's album was riding high, at every interview, at every press stop, someone would ask them a question or perhaps dozens of questions about the rumor affair. Were, were they married? Were they not married? Questions about one's personal, intimate life are tough for adults to handle. They're tough for President of the United States to handle. For Aaliyah, it became frustrating, and she gradually realized the question were turning into a creation, into a creature of tabloid when she wanted to be a real star. It was so painful time for me and my family. We would she told a reporter in 1996, but I got through it. That's why I am proud to say I am a strong person. I am a survivor and can handle anything. I am very confident that I came from a very strong family and they were always there to protect me. If I needed any help, I'll just call on my mommy and daddy, on my brother, to whoever whom I'm very close to. A break with Kelly became inevitable. Even before the controversy, Aaliyah had set sight on branching out beyond her mentor and of course, their connection with me and Robert because he did write the whole album and said Aaliyah in December 1994. But as far as the second album it goes, he will probably do some songs, but it wouldn't be a whole project. She said, R. Kelly is a wonderful producer and a wonderful artist. He's all good, but the time is very tense and it's not really appropriate for us to see each other. Aaliyah was young and she knew that she wanted to be a solo star, not part of part of a constellation. I do see myself becoming my own artist. And she said, the Chicago Times, if you know your own style, you're sure of yourself and you can definitely overcome the whole protege thing. So that's the answer behind that, y'all. And that was in her own words because it's had quotes. So it was all publicity. They were nothing but friends. This came from her mother, and Robert. They did the marriage thing as a publicity, but nobody's not going to believe that. Y'all want to know the name of the book? Hold on. I'll get the name of the book for y'all.
It would have been nice if the mother could have come there and said that.
Yeah. But she said the reason why they basically had to separate because they kept putting that under label with them. They kept labeling them that. That's why they had to. Okay, this is the name of the book. Aaliyah, More Than a Woman by Christopher J. Farley. I was going to reach out to him because he actually interviewed Aaliyah. I was trying to find him. I couldn't find him. But I've had this book since 2019. Got it?
Right now, with everything's going on, he may be willing to if somebody reach out to him, I'm pretty sure he's not just gonna call people. But if somebody reach out to him, I'm pretty sure he'll be,
But
willing to
this
do some
book should have
interviews.
been part of the case.
Exactly.
And there's two books I have. That one's that one, and then the other one. Hold on. The other one is called Aaliyah, the biography.
Well, we're gonna trust in you that you're probably more than likely gonna make sure that his defense team has that, right?
I sent it out before.
Oh,
The
okay.
old team, not Kanik. I haven't sent it to Ken, but the old team has. I sent it to the attorney before.
Oh, well, now these new ones got needed.
Okay, I'm gonna send it out to them.
I like Kenny,
But this,
and
that's what I did. I went and got all books, all these people's books, because I wanted to get full understanding of everything. Because I even have like Demetrius' book. I wanted to get full understanding of stuff. Because you got the answers are in the books,
right.
He's on Twitter. Oh, okay, well, let me go find him. Look at them. Look at y'all, man. Y'all the bomb. But probably the government gonna try to get him. That's why we shouldn't say nothing a lot. I'm sorry. But it's a book. And they can't take this from me because my
Yeah, and it's hard copied in print. It's not that changeable mess that you can get the Kindle ones online. That I understand that they said you can go in and update, make changes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, how does that work?
Where's my lady at? Where's she at? You digging me? When we finish, show me how to do this, please. Change it over so I can do a printout for everybody. You digging me? We got work, okay? Um, they should have statement from her mom. They did have I know they did get the statement from her mom. I don't have Twitter. Here she come running, y'all. Here come you digging me running. She's running. She's running. You digging me? We talk about this later on. Getting this done. Got that book. And there's like 3 books that I have on Aaliyah. And if you guys have known me, there's a guy that came on my live. He was a guy from England, and he was writing a book on Aaliyah, but he was writing it from another sense. You said, what did you say, big B? Yesterday I said nobody listened. Nobody didn't listen. The tabloids are enemies right now. They said he's snitching celebrity. That's a lie. He is not snitching. I don't understand why they doing that. They need to stop that lie. How this man gonna be? These people stupid. That's a lie. That's a lie, Shirley. Do you know what? Do you really think that Robert, that if he was snitching, do you think the government will really tell it? See, that's what you gotta. Okay. When all those people who was telling on RKelly, the ones that was really secretly doing those things, did you hear about it? No. Why is it all of a sudden they're putting this out? Because they want to try and get something to happen to him.
Probably because they're getting ready to go after those people for different things too. I believe this, like you said, this Man Act thing that they just did. This is a way for them to start taking down a lot of people with too much money, a lot of us's with too much money. Starting with your musicians, your football players, and your basketball players. Those fat contracts. These people are getting over on these team owners, and the team owners don't have no way to corral them back in place except they know a lot about sexual experts that they are doing, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to try to go in there and go do. And Instagram models is going to help them out.
You're right. You're right.
hmm Because like you said, I mean, this man just, I mean, he didn't travel with this girl. This girl came to him, the one white girl that testified all that mess. She came to his place and paid for her flight herself, packed her bags herself, had luggage. So she came there to stay.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, a man act? Okay.
It's ridiculous. And yeah, I know, Stephanie. And the thing is, we're the one who's spreading it. The one that's supposed to be supporters of Robert, we're spreading the stupidity. Why we do that? Why do you want to continue to spread negativity? Thomas, do you know whenever somebody is convicted of any crime, has been found guilty, do you know there is a protocol for all jail people to put them on in a watch? They do that. That's part of it. It's part of it. It's not just Robert. It's other people that first get the guilty plea. I mean, not guilty verdict. They do that. They watch them. They don't stay there. In fact, his attorneys saw him today. So how, I'm so tired of the lies. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, let's stop. Let's stop. They don't even know. They're not there. They do that temporary as a precaution. Because, sometimes a verdict like that, just like it's a, hey, we got back and a mess on there. All right, guys, I'm about to get myself. I think I have to do some work in here, try to figure out. Yeah, I heard about it, Shirley. I did. Nap time. Yeah, I do feel it. But guys, I'm gonna get off here because I gotta come back on so we could do this reading. My readers, yes, I will be on to do it. I need enough people for 4 o'clock if we're gonna read at 4 o'clock. Or should we just wait till 7 o'clock time? Do I have enough readers for okay. All right, guys. Infamous, don't go chasing gossip. Oh, I don't chase them. There's no only procedure for that. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you're right, Sydney. Oh, speaking of Tasha K, guess what I'm about to do, y'all? I went and pulled up her case. She goes to court next month, so let's read the court documents. We're gonna read that because that's a federal case. We're gonna read on since she was so happy reading Robert's stuff. Let's take a look of her situation. We're gonna start. That's gonna be our next thing. Cardi B versus Tasha K. I got someone there to document what the charges are and stuff like that because we're gonna start reading that. And I'm gonna take a trip to the courthouse because because you said yes, Sydney said yes. Sydney, you brought it up. We're gonna start. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sydney said yes. Okay, Sydney, we're gonna do that. You want to see it too? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I talked to the guy. No, they haven't gone to court yet. Tasha K lost her side because she was doing a counter offer, a counter. Counter. You know what they say? Counter when somebody's suing you because you sued them. Hers was kicked out, but Cardi B's is in. Y'all, let's play. You know what? I'm gonna show you a little bit of it so you guys can see that I ain't playing, y'all. I ain't playing. I'm for real. I'm for real. Counterclaim. Thank you. You taking me. You know me and my little. Okay, we're gonna look at her complaint. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna bring it up for y'all. See, hold on. Sylvia ain't playing, y'all. Hold on, let me share this with you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Here it is. Boom. Y'all see that? Here we go. Look at this, y'all. Look. Sylvia's not joking, y'all. Y'all see that? Can you get on? Oh, of course. Let me put the link in there. Let me put the link in there. All right. So y'all think Sylvia don't do some work?
Sylvia, can you still hear me?
You low. You might need to come out and come back in. You're very low. Y'all see that, y'all? Do y'all see that? And I know her beehive. I mean, not beehive. Her people. Complaint and demand for jury trial. Okay, hold on. Hey.
Peace and blessings to y'all women.
You too.
I've been crying listening to his music. I've been doing a lot of digging myself. You're speaking facts. He's a superstar. Why in the fuck would he want to have them? They the ones came to him. But you know what? That Azriel chick is going to get what's coming because that so-called interview she did with Gail, that girl looked like she 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look younger than her. I'm 54.
Karma ain't playing, is it? Karma ain't playing. It's been such a jealousy with Robert since the beginning. We got to go back. The deceiving part of Barry Hankerson, deceiving Kelly. Mm-hmm. They've been trying to get at him, but people are forgetting something. And I remember this back in the day. Remember how Sparkle came on the scene, had that record out. I believe she's playing a part in this now because the receipts that I've seen about the relationship they did have with one another, and she thought after he married Andrea, she got very jealous of that. She had family members working for Rob on payroll over there. And when she decided not to deal with Rob no more, she thought her family was going to come with her. So that's like a slap in the face. But we're talking early 2000, during the time when TP2 came out. From my research, there was a meeting that Barry had with Sparkle and other people. So this is where this whole thing began from get-go with these fake video sex tapes, all of this stuff. It started in that time frame because she's butthurt and bitter because she thought she could be his main chick. She thought she could be the first lady on Rockland Records. She's behind that Me Too fake story that Lifetime did. We're forgetting about her.
Yeah.
So it's a deep rabbit hole, and this is what I think. From what I've seen the paperwork to the buffet tour where he was supposed to generate a total around 8-something million throughout that whole tour that he was doing. So this gave them opportunity to play this game, to set things up. And I think that's where they brought it up again because he beat those other charges prior to that. So it's an enterprise. I do believe that. I do believe Barry's involved with this. I believe the former accountant, that white guy, whoever he is, that owns that restaurant in Chicago and a condominium up in Chicago and drives a Bentley off of RKelly's talents and hustle. Yep. So I've been doing a lot of digging and stuff like that because it's not right. This is not right. And I'm praying that this could get appealed and for them to really look at the facts that all of this was just a setup from hurt individuals who didn't get on. But it's been over 20 years. Sparkle should move on.
You know what, y'all? Listen, look at this. Look at this. Why is this dude talking smack when he did not file stuff? I don't understand. Everybody's trying to put the blame on somebody else. He says here, I've taken a lot of unjust heat. There was a right way to do the case, creatively and professionally, and a wrong way when you are all you care about was your own ego and ambition, and having people who didn't matter cheer regardless of your tactic affected on the juror and the case. So then they said R. Kelly's lawyer attacked his accusers. It backfired. You see?
Yep, I see it. It sure is backfiring. It's backfiring now as we speak. Yes, ma'am, it's backfiring. I feel a victory is going to happen for him. The more we keep going, putting this stuff out, we need y'all to keep putting this stuff out. So, because I'm forever a fan, he can't nobody touch him when it comes to this R&B music. So we got to pray for him, y'all. We got to pray for him. All the fans out there, we got to pray. And see that girl Azriel, like I said, her karma just getting started. It ain't over with yet. She's gonna get what's coming. And what black man gonna want to deal with a woman like that who's worked with the feds?
I don't think nobody want to do that.
And I believe she's gonna try to get at another young black rapper. I do see that what they're gonna try to do with her to get her more money. You know she's scared to come over here. That's why she's been staying in Dubai, because she know there's money on her head to get effed up for real. So she's a broke bottom whore, and I don't care for her.
Yep.
And she talking about she a victim. No, you not, heifer. You ain't no victim. You want it easy in life in your little fantasy world, and then gonna lie on someone and bite the hand that feeds you. A grown woman that was with him wouldn't even do the stuff she did. She don't even know how. And she looked like an older woman when I seen her on that show yesterday. I'm like, are you kidding me? This girl looked like she's 40 years old. What the heck is going on here? And it's sad that Black people felt for the okie doke and got paid by the police to do this stuff. It's pathetic. It just shows how pathetic they are.
Yep.
All those families, how pathetic. And I knew when Tim Savage first hit the scene, I said, this is baloney. This is straight up baloney. Somebody didn't get paid, and this is why we got what we got here. That's what it looked like to me. And he's nothing but a class act. When you're a superstar global artist status like him, he don't need a beg woman for nothing. But he's not the only one they're looking at. Like the other lady said on there is something going on with trying to get at Black successful men that's millionaires and successful from all different industries, from music to sports to acting and all of that stuff. They're doing that. It's a setup thing going on. That is true. But I'm done talking now. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go on mute.
Yeah. Sorry, I was behind. I just watched him put the Tasha K stuff up. We're gonna do that, y'all.
Child, you know what? I used to support her when that whole Cardi B thing went down and her and that other YouTuber got into it. But the more I kept seeing her trying to go at Black successful men the way she did Derek Jackson and that whole Brother Polite thing and other men and RKelly, for the longest she been covering him, and how she tried to go at Steve Harvey. I'm done with her because to me she's guilty now because it's admitted now that she works with the police and stuff.
Well, I like the idea of the following Tasha's case. That's going to be good.
You know, it's going to be time chicken to come home to roost for her. She's been getting away with too much stuff too long.
Yeah, I was looking at somebody made a comment and said, "Where's Tasha K? And how come she haven't said anything?" But I don't go follow her. Somebody else was asking about that. Said since the verdict, you haven't heard nothing from her. But was it my cousin? Who
Because
was it yesterday? I think somebody yesterday said she finally said something.
I think she knows the truth, but can't run that. She knows the truth that this has all been nothing but a corruption against a Black man.
I think towards the end, you're exactly right. I think she started to realize, uh-oh, I done messed up. Because some of the stuff that I did see, my big baby, he still listen and follow her, and he sent me some stuff that seems like she was trying to backtrack and clean up and fix up and have interviews with, especially like that guy Daryl, whatever his name was, that was supposed to be Rob's publicist person, PR person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did an interview or so with him, trying to clean that mess up with what she put out there and did, pointing out his shortcomings and errors and stuff. But
What got me was the interview with Sharon Wimbush, because I've been watching her for a while. She worked with R. Kelly for a number of years, since 1997. When she interviewed her, a lot of stuff was being spilled that confirmed a lot of things that we've been saying since 2019, when that whole tour went together, and that so-called accountant and all them was laundering out of Robert's account with SunTrust Bank. Remember that?
Vaguely, but I heard about it through this trial.
But see, what gets me is that R. Kelly sat with Minister Farrakhan prior to this happening and admitted that he was trying to get his masters from Sony.
Right. And anytime you do that, you finna start going through it. Whatever they know about you, they finna drag you.
You see, this is the same pattern with God bless him. God bless Michael Jackson. They did him this way. It's always whenever they're in their 50s, they do this to people. So I think because he was fitting to do a lawsuit, the lawsuit was supposed to be about $100 million, because the president at SunTrust Bank put a stop to R. Kelly's account because he said there's a high risk fraud activity going on during that time of that buffet tour.
Right. I think I even read somewhere where that SunTrust guy at the bank, he said he wasn't going to approve any more money coming out of it until R. Kelly himself with ID came there and met with him and spoke with him. That's why I thought there may be still some money sitting there in that bank because of that. He wasn't allowing anything to be paid, wasn't approved any more drafts or anything until R. Kelly himself came there, because he said something about the fraudulent like activities.
Correct. So when he got word, the stuff I seen, that when Robert got aware of everything, he was fitting to go do a lawsuit for $100 million, and this is where this plan was put in place with the fake IDs being made, and parents pimping their daughters, because they're involved in this very heavy.
Yeah, I could believe that.
So I couldn't, if I was offered something like that, I would have told them, get the hell out my face. Hell no. You don't get blessed by trying to take down somebody's legacy. And then I watched some more things back when they was trying to mute him off radio, right? A lot of signatures was on there who don't make money like R. Kelly, like that other guy that sings, that was with Kanye West. I can't think of his name right now because he's not popular like that.
You talking about Jay-Z?
Not Jay-Z, no.
Okay, I was gonna say, because
he's an R&B singer. He's married to that model that keeps getting into a lot of mess with her racist comments and stuff and bullying. I can't think of his name because I don't listen to his music. But his name was on the list of muting him. And then it came to me that R. Kelly makes the most profitable money as an R&B artist. And I think this is another reason why, because these other artists wasn't making the amounts as he was making on those tours and everything else.
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about, but I can't call it.
Named John Legend, ain't it? That's his name, ain't it? John Legend.
Well, there is somebody out there named John Legend, but I didn't know he was running with R. Kelly. I know here lately he spoke a lot about him and against him.
That's right, because he was on the list, and several other artists were on the list. And when I looked at one of Sharon's videos about the global artist R. Kelly is, and how they were showing what the contract showed, what he was getting per show, I was like, no wonder this is going on?
Hey, y'all, look at what she look like now. She changed. Look, it was a game, y'all. Look what she look like now.
She looks pathetic.
Who is that?
Ezra.
Adrielle.
Oh my.
Remember how she made herself look at the other thing, the awful makeup?
Yeah.
And then when I was looking at when they went to that tour about how the fake IDs was made and the parents wouldn't come get them, that right there let me know that they all were in cahoots. But you can't do people wrong like that and don't think nothing gonna come back. And again, I feel like karma's already setting in with her from the way she looked on Gayle King's interview. She looked like she was 40 years old. She did not look like she was 20 something.
Mm-mm-mm.
And the fact her dad is a real pedophile, right? Because I seen screenshots of his criminal record.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I'm the two channels that been showing the most receipts and everything has been Sharon Winbush and Prima Donna.
Don't say the S lady name on my channel. You can say
I'm
Prima
sorry.
Donna, but not the other lady.
Okay. Now, Prima Donna did show the video of what Azrael looked like yesterday from that interview. And it, like I said, goodness, she doesn't look her age. But Prima Donna, she got the tea for you. She got the receipts. She's showing a lot.
Yeah, that girl, she's another one that just be on it, man. I'll be like, well, how do y'all find this stuff?
Yeah, she be on it.
Correct. And she mentioned a good important thing. She said the reason why they did this racketeering because prosecutors didn't have no evidence, period.
Now, remember all those sex tapes they claim they have of him with underage girls and all that?
Mm-hmm.
The tape they showed them was adult.
That's right. Fact.
These people are weird. And that's the government now. That's the government supposed to have all of this stuff.
And that's why it links with the way Sparkle and Barry and them had a meeting to try to get him on something because she was bitter for him marrying Andrea at that time. And Barry being fired from RKelly. Because he went to a basketball event. And that's where the supposedly tape was stolen when he went to when RKelly went to this basketball event that he was attending. When that whole sex tape thing came out.
Mm-hmm.
But once he get out, I didn't like how Wikipedia gonna say he was only active through 2019 with his music. And I hope that when he come out, because of the COVID and all that, I hope he goes and just have his record streaming online and things like that, and still make high sales and things like that when he come out. Because I see now these tours they do, this is where they set things up on these men. So he'll always be the king of R&B to me. But I'm glad that you shared the screenshot on your community wall. I seen that there about what I guess that was Joyce commenting.
No, it wasn't her.
Okay.
Somebody faked it. But anyway, guys, I'm about to leave because I'm gonna have to we've got to get ready for the next live. Can we get our own streaming service? I wish we could.
Just keep putting the truth out. We appreciate what you're putting out. I really do.
You're welcome.
Subscribe.
You're welcome.
Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks
You
again
too.
for
Everybody have a good one.
All right.
We're gonna continue the transcript reading. And when do y'all want to start this this Tasha K coverage of her case? Let's start that. We're gonna read what the charges are, and court hearings, and all. We're gonna give her a taste of her own medicine.
I say right away. I mean, whenever anything starts.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that because
you say it's federal, so it's not on TV, right? You still have to get the transcripts and all that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, okay. But I can go there and take notes. We ain't got to buy the transcript. I'm not interested in buying that transcript.
Where is it? What court is it at? What city?
Right here in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got to travel other than going downtown.
Okay, cool beans.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it up. Tiffany don't know what's going on. Hold on, Tiff. Let me just show you guys what's going on. It's a federal case. And Cardi B is suing her. See, that's Cardi B right here. She's suing her. It's in the Northern District Court of Georgia. So Cardi B is going to be in court with her. She's suing her for defamation, for slander, for evasion of privacy. See right there? False light as directed by defendant, publication, slander, and defamation statement regarding plaintiff that are false, harmful, and offensive to plaintiff. You guys see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to give y'all some details of what happened, y'all. Tiff, I gotta give y'all details. Say details. You're going to go through this, I'm going paces and get this stuff. Get some 411.
Somebody said RKelly should do the same. Yeah, when he gets out, he should go sue everybody. Line them up and just start suing them. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit.
Tiffany, okay. Tiffany give me thumbs up. So yeah, you guys want me to do, I need to see some thumbs up. You guys want us to do that? Since we don't have much to take on. I mean, of course, we're going to bring you stuff about Rob's case, what's going on. Give me thumbs up if you guys want me to go ahead and give you guys some updates and stuff like that. Cool people with the thumbs up. All right, thank you. Okay, got TC and Dab YT. You laughing? Thumbs up. Okay. I only got 1, 2, 3 thumbs ups. Okay, Latanya, Sydney, Tiffany, Allure. Okay, Michelle.
Yeah, sometimes people be doing other things. Like I'm trying to manipulate two different screens to go type on. I have to go back to the YouTube side to type. I can't type from the StreamYard side.
Thank you, baby girl. All right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start labeling it. Hey, okay. You got all you guys want to see it too. Okay, we're gonna do this. So they were extended. So the first, I guess they're gonna go to court on the 7th. next week, y'all. Look. A motion granted deadline for parties to file for consolidation pretrial is on hereby August the 7th.
Well, that's good. Do we know if Kales is going to stay there in New York? And if so, how much longer will he be there before he go to Chicago?
They're still going to be there. What?
Oh, okay.
Lordship is still blocked? Okay, Lordship, let me go see where you are. Hold on. You going to behave in here, Lordship? Let me go ahead and see what's going on with Lordship. He said he's blocked. Yeah, we need to get the numbers up. I want to get to, we're only 200 something away from 10,000. Let's see how much we're away from 10,000. Hold on. We need to get the numbers up before we start this Cardi B and Tasha K. We get this numbers up because we need to get the numbers up.
They flooding you now with thumbs up.
Are they flooding? Okay. We need subscribers, y'all. I'm gonna start toggling and put it up so we could start.
Look like who's this? Big B.
Big B's not playing.
Big B is serious.
Big B is serious.
AW said we need to stay.
Look, I'm gonna make sure it goes through because Big B, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You can stop now. I'm gonna do it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find
AW said we should stay we need to stay focused on Kelly.
We are focused on Kelly. If we don't have any information for Kelly, so why? I'm focused on Kelly. Who's AW?
I don't know.
I don't see AW. Who's AW?
It's in between Big B's thumbs. All them thumbs. It's in between there.
I don't see an AW. Why don't I see an AW?
I don't know. I see it.
AW. Just AW? I don't see an AW.
That's all it says. AW.
Oh, I see it. I see AW now. I see it. At 203. I see AW. We need to stay focused on Kelly. Okay. I said it. Okay, AW, you said it. Okay, that's good. We will, when the information comes out for Kelly, we will have it on here. No worries.
Ooh, we finally made it down here to Houston. Lord have mercy. But the wrecks and stuff through here just gets ridiculous.
No, I'm still looking for it. His name. Hold on, I'm still looking.
Here's something that I've wondered, Miss Sylv. I didn't, I know I missed a couple of days of y'all's reading of the transcripts. I admit it. Okay, if Kale's supposed to have allegedly herpes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they treating him for that in jail now?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's like surely, the defense would say that, bring that up, close an argument, bring that up, I mean, because everything else is already out there with the man's medical records and everything but the size and length of his penis. Good Lord. I mean, so why aren't we saying if he's being treated for herpes alleged now?
There's no mention of it.
Not a word. I didn't think so. I mean, it just went away when he got in jail.
Yeah.
2 years. I
Yeah.
mean, Chicago had him. New York's got him. Nobody's got anything to say that they've given him any drugs for that.
Yeah, you're right.
I was just wondering about that.
I'm trying to find this lordship person.
Oh, I hope this boy didn't come in here with no big old huge cake. I'm gonna shoot him.
You got a cake?
Yeah, he stopped at get a cake from mom's. It's her birthday today. That's why we
Oh,
traveled
happy
down here.
birthday.
I will. It's her 77th. He gonna bring the cake to me for me to hold. Lord help me. That's good.
I'm trying to find lordship. Sorry. I'm trying to find this lordship person.
That's what took him so long. They actually put wrote on top of it for him right now.
I am still looking. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm about to log out, so. I don't see lordship on here at all. I don't see him. Lordship, I don't see you in here. You're not on the block list here.
Can you see if he might have been timed out or something?
No,
Was it
timeout. It gets
mean-
released after timeout. It gets released.
Okay.
I'm still looking. Nope, no lordship.
Yeah, I guess it's smushed and
I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Don't see it at all. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, I don't see Lordship. I don't see him. Nope. No, I don't see you. Go to YouTube Studio. You can see block list. I went on YouTube Studio and looked at the block list. You're not on there. Lordship is not on there. What other name did they change? If you change your name to something else, it's not. I'm not gonna see it. You gotta tell me if you change your name to something else, Lordship. What is his name? Is it just Lordship? His Lordship? I thought it was his Lordship. I'm about to get off. I don't see anything with Lordship.
Yeah, Miss Lady, I'm about to log off myself.
Well, tell happy birthday again. Guys, I'm about to go. I'll see y'all in a minute. I'll still look for his name. What is his name? Type up his name, full name, then I'll look for it while I'm not online.
All right, you guys have a good one. I'll probably listen on my way back home, listen to your replay of the reading because we're going to be with her, so I won't be on with you live. But you guys have
I
a good
got
one,
you.
and I'll
You
be
too.
supporting.
Safe travels.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. All right, I'm about to go. You're welcome. Are you telling him to bye, Chad? See y'all later. I got some work to do. I was trying to wait till you respond before I get out of here. All right, see you later, guys.